So guys, welcome back. As we went off the air last night, we were in the middle of the Judgment Day and the bikers fighting it out. Two, might as well call them brand new factions. A lot of added members to those guys tonight, but that will not continue tonight. We will see the continuation of that on Monday Night Nitro. However, tonight, lots to get to, 12 matches. 12 matches to get to tonight for the second half of round 2. Hopefully we can get to it all, but let's get this thing going. So lots of factions now being formed in the WCW to include the new G-Generation X. Nothing new here, but have not seen Ed Cardozo in a minute.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing D-Generation X from Tampa, Florida. Weighing in at 234 pounds. One half of the WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, Eddie Cardozo.
So Ed Cardozo now making his way down to the ring. Looking like D-Generation X and the Four Horsemen and Rowdy will be facing off in this first match here tonight. What is going on, Vipero? Welcome to the stream, brother. Jake, welcome to the stream. How is it going today? So kind of crazy. We've been getting a lot of WCW action.
Representing the Four Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds. Rowdy Hart.
We have been getting a lot of WCW action here the past few days, but you got to get it in when you can. And right now, that is exactly what we're doing. Tonight, though, this King of the Ring, this will conclude round 2. Hopefully, if we can get to everything. 12 matches, kind of a lot. We'll see what we can do. But this will conclude round 2 of King of the Ring. Now, this will be an interesting match, too. You look at Rowdy, the size of Rowdy, the enforcer of the Four Horsemen. Going to be a lot of power. Moves very good for a big man. However, Ed kind of came in, taking the WCW, taking the WWE at the time by storm. But falls into that light heavyweight category. Is he going to be able to use his speed in this match to take on Rowdy, or is Rowdy just going to chugga-choo-choo it right down that line? Freight train coming through, but look at how fast Ed recovers from that. Hits the ground, both men very resilient. And you can tell already tonight, crowd getting into it. Ed going for the elbow. Rowdy, however, has a few other ideas of his own. Takes Ed now, puts him up against the ropes. Ed not having that. Gets that reverse back down and around. And both these guys, you can tell early on in this match, both guys just kind of feeling out the other person, trying to figure out how the pacing is going to go. Going to be following a very similar format here tonight. We are going to have 3 triple threat matches in the men's division. Or 4 triple threat matches in the men's division. 4 one-on-one matches and 4 one-on-one matches in the women's division as well. Then moving forward, it's going to be all one-on-one matches from there on out. Thought it would be that way in round 2, but look, over 108 participants entered into this King of the Ring tournament. And at the end of this, only 32 men No. Only 16 men and 8 women will remain. Wowzers, look at that. Wasn't even like I was paying attention to the match, but didn't think it would already be coming down to that two count. But this is what I'm talking about, Ed. Like, you know about Rowdy, but Ed, you got to watch out for him. There is a reason why D-Generation X wanted him in DX. And you're starting to see some of that stuff right now. What is going on, JP? Welcome to the stream, brother. Now Ed goes, rolls the leg again, 2. And Rowdy yet again kicks out. Thought Ed might have been getting ready for his finisher. And that punch, usually a prelude to that, but Rowdy got back to his feet really quickly. Ed started playing it up to the crowd. Rowdy knocks him back a little bit. And now can Rowdy start taking advantage of the position right now? You look at some of the things, you got a lot of the members of the Judgment Day, all the members of the Horsemen. To my understanding, and we will find out what this means, but all 4 members of the Horsemen are still in this match. Yeah, members of the NWO, members of the Bikers. And Ed will do a really good job on the outside when he is like outmatched as far as strength goes. He will take it to the outside to try to even things up a little bit. It's funny, you see some of the stuff from like even solo season spills over into the WCW. It's hilarious. Love it. Look at this. Ed just getting after it now. Huge elbow right to the top of the scunion of Rowdy. And if there was ever a time to use the word scunion, I would think that would be it right there. What is going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream, brother. Like I was saying earlier, we will see the continuation of that fight between the Judgment Day and the Bikers. Now this might do it. Ed, that is his finishing move. 1, 2, and look at that. Rowdy has been on the verge, and you can straight see the look on Ed's face. Cannot believe that Rowdy was able to kick out of that, but Rowdy is not called the enforcer of the 4 Horsemen for no reason. And now Rowdy's starting to make his comeback, starting to make some inroads right here. Taking Ed, using his head, using the ring, and using everything he can against him. Still only a 1 count, but look, Rowdy can end a match in a quickness. You know that. If Rowdy can get his paws on you, he can end the match right now. Now going for that half rear chin lock. And that puts a lot of pressure right there on the lower back. Ed able to get out of it relatively quickly. And now both men standing in the center of the ring, throwing blows. And look, right there kind of resets what's going on. And now probably not the position you want to be in if you're Ed, going blow for blow with the enforcer of the Horsemen. But Ed right now looking like he's getting the better of him. And now sets up for it again, and you got to believe if Ed can get this in, that'll be it. Rowdy tried to block it, cannot. Ed rolling, pushing that shin, really, not rolling the leg or whatnot, but look at that. This is why we fight these matches. Ed Cardozo. Will go on to face Booker T in round 3. We don't know who won the last match. If you guys don't know, that is a classic WCW move. We're out of time, and they leave. A couple people caught it, so what is going on, sister? Welcome to the stream. So round one already down in the books for the King of the Ring tournament. Half of round two, we are trying to conclude with round two here today. Billy Kidman of the Judgment Day, Cecil Davis, and the leader of the syndicate actually getting put in. We had a few people's contracts expire, so Eric Bischoff making the call on who he's going to put in. But 3 competitors getting slated into this second round. Jay Savage being one of them.
The following is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the LWO from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 226 pounds, one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Cecil Davis.
So the continuation of that match will be on Monday Night Nitro, which is the very next episode. Right now, these are almost like little mini pay-per-views, but the King of the Ring tournament is so big. The way we do it is so big, we don't just choose 8 people to do it. We let every single member that is on the WCW roster compete to be in the King of the Ring tournament. So these are huge. Now down. By the end of tonight, we will be down to the final 16 men and the final 8 women. So getting one step closer to concluding the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
And his opponents, first representing the Judgment Day from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 216 pounds, Billy Kidman.
You know, it's funny, the next question is going to be, and we've asked the question before but never quite had the answer because you only had 2 members. Is the Judgment Day in the WCW a continuation of the Judgment Day in the WWE? Is Rhea Ripley still pulling all the strings, or is it not sanctioned and maybe those 2 factions may be heading on a collision course to meet each other? Don't know. Do not have the information on that, but as of right now,
representing the syndicate from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 269 pounds, Jay Savage.
But what we know as of right now is all these other factions are starting to come together a lot more, and I think the main reason is because you've got the syndicate coming in. The syndicate all of a sudden taking power, took both tag team title belts. They had another title belt, one of our survival title belts. And so I think people starting to get a little bit nervous when you look at it, and then you didn't even know until the last episode on Monday Night Nitro, Jay Savage actually has been orchestrating this whole thing from behind the scenes and now has brought himself out, really putting them in a more firm position of power. So that has forced the Horsemen to go find their 4th Horseman quicker. That has forced the Judgment Day to grow. That has forced the NWO to try to start growing. That has forced the Bikers to make some moves, which are making some key moves. Trying to stay one step ahead of what is going on. So lots of things growing. D-Generation X. And you look at some of these factions, a lot of these factions are either 5 members or 4 male members and 1 female member. very few factions are like a 3 and 2 anymore. You had the bikers that was that way, but no longer structured that way. And looking at like Witcher's character, you really don't see her being in tag team so much. She could be, but I mean, it's just not really the path she walks. Look at that! Cecil Davis, the LWO coming off the tag champion match where they won the title belts. The oldest tag team in the game. Cecil Davis and Kempty Watson been together the longest, but now ends up beating the Syndicate for it and facing their leader, including, though, Billy Kidman. So you have 3 factions, the LWO. And will the LWO grow? I think what's going to kind of happen, you have these factions, they're either going to have to grow or maybe they get squashed out. Maybe they get absorbed by other factions. Like, who knows what's going to happen. But right now, the LWO still standing strong with 3 members. Well, 3 members and Selena Vega, so they're sitting at like a 3 and 1. Now, do they add another woman, or do they add another male wrestler, or do they not add anybody? Cecil going after that baseball bat. Billy Kidman sees it coming. Cecil doesn't care what he sees coming, though. Turns that thing around really quick. Huge missile drop kick off that second rope. And look, Jay Savage starting to exert his dominance in this match. And this is an elimination match. All the triple threat matches tonight, elimination matches. Last man standing will advance on. And just the stuff you'd kind of expect from the Judgment Day. Look at that! Cecil Davis's leg all wrapped in that rope. Referee did not see it from the angle she was sitting at. Could not see that going on. What is going on, Digital? Welcome to the stream. I gotta know, Digital, did you watch the last episode? The last episode is huge and explains a lot of what is going on right now. Look at this. Jay Savage waiting. Cecil taking Kidman somewhere. Kidman, though, fighting through it. Who is Savage? Gonna hit with the guitar. Chooses Kidman. And now stands toe-to-toe with Cecil. Kidman on the ground. And Cecil starting to control the ring. Now takes Savage, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, not even a 2. Shame, I know Totes' name. Oh, Frankie Two Fingers missing the count on that one. And Billy Kidman now getting a 2 count. Cecil hanging back, misses the drop kick. But doesn't miss it that time, misses it once. But there will be no strike 2 in that game. And that is Cecil's finishing move, hits him. 2, 3. And I have never seen Cecil hit his finishing move from throwing somebody into the ropes, but through Jay Savage into the ropes, hit him with the breach, and it would take something like that to beat the likes of Jay Savage, hitting him with a move that maybe he didn't see before. Cecil getting the crowd all fired up. Billy Kidman now getting back to his feet. You can see the falls will count anywhere. Referee already on the outside of this match. Yeah, completely, the bikers look completely different. The Judgment Day look completely different. The Horsemen are about to look different. The NWO looks a little bit different. We'll see that here tonight. So There might be a few things, like yesterday's match, there's been like 3 or 4 matches that we've ever seen, or 3 or 4 shows we've ever seen that have completely like changed the landscape of our wrestling show, and yesterday was one of them. Well, look at that. Billy Kidman wrote Cecil a song, even delivered it to him right on top of his cabasa. Don't know that Cecil liked necessarily the key that song was in, but regardless, Kidman now starting to make some inroads against Cecil Davis. But Cecil Davis, again, I think you look at him finally winning a major tag team championship title belt. You can see already starting to wrestle with a lot more confidence. But Billy Kidman, now that the Judgment Day is a lot bigger, that he knows he's got a lot more backing right there, also starting to wrestle. You know, you'd have to look at who was going to be the favorite to win this match. I would have put money on Jay Savage. But right now, Cecil does it again. Not quite his finishing move. Almost looked like a variant, however. And now both guys still only at a 1 count. Cecil gets Totes Magoat's baseball bat, bringing it to the outside now, and delivering some messages of his own. Didn't even notice, but it looks like Billy Kidman may have been split open right above his left eye. But both these guys starting to slow down. Cecil again takes that guitar shot. The song's so nice, Cecil wanted to hear it twice. Now rolls up both of the legs. 1, 2. And Billy Kidman almost advancing in this King of the Ring tournament. Both guys now really dishing out the punishment. Very shocked that either one of them are still standing. But look at that. Billy Kidman starting to bleed a little bit more. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Billy Kidman will advance and face Scott Steiner in the next round.
Here is your winner, Billy Kidman.
Oh, you're really gonna enjoy this one then. Yeah, you are really gonna enjoy it. Like, you might even want to just peek over at that last match real quick. Like, just go right to the last match. Oh, what a good one. Well, here's part of it right here. Really, the last two matches had a lot to do with what's going on right now. Kelly Kidman, though, coming out against the Order of the Phoenix. And as you can see, Kelly Kidman now a member of the Judgment Day. No longer a member of the Bikers, but a member of the Judgment Day. We're going to get a much better look at her brand new look here in this match. Almost fitting, like even more fitting right now. Kelly Kidman making her way down to the ring with her brand new look, her brand new entrance. The The pyro that goes on, the smoke. Kelly Kidman, already a very strong competitor with the Bikers. Is this going to start propelling her up the ladder, taking her career maybe to the next level? She obviously saw something that she needed to do and made that big turn on Thunder. That almost brings up more questions, though, than answers, because now, you know, part of the stipulations was Kelly Kidman and Witcher facing off in a handicap match against Becky. What is Eric Bischoff going to do moving forward? You know, that match probably not going to happen, at least not in that way.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From the west side, Kelly Kidman. And representing the Order from Sin City, May.
Announcer a little late on the announcements, a little early on the next one, but whatevs. Mimi now making her way down to the ring. Slightly updated look too if you check it out. A few little differences in there. Loving the look this year. Really got the face scan better. And the mohawk looking sharp as ever. Mimi, her mohawk actually helped us figure out how to get that side shaved look a little bit better. So, absolutely crazy. But Mimi now, can the Order of the Phoenix keep advancing? We got Mimi and Jane still left from the Order. We have 3 members of the New World Order, a member of D-Generation X, a member of the Hart Foundation, a complete tag team, and Judge Julie Justice and Victoria Vandiver still left in the Queen of the Ring tournament. But who will advance here in this match? And look at this kind of new attitude. Kelly Kidman, not a large wrestler by any means, but starting to wrestle much bigger than she is. With that huge clothesline, maybe sending a message out to the women's division, letting them know. But Mimi, no pushover. Both kind of got that punk rocker type look right now. So we will see what is going on. But Kelly Kidman now going, rolling the leg. The look on Mimi's face there was priceless. Looked like she was absolutely shocked that was going to happen. But kicking out, not even a 1 count going up against her right now. Mimi up against the thing. Kelly Kidman playing it up to the crowd. And you know the Judgment Day like being a little bit flamboyant, playing it up a little bit, getting the crowd involved. They don't want to just beat their opponents. They want to embarrass them. Mimi, though, not down with being embarrassed now, starting to deliver a really healthy ground game, depending on which side of that game you were on. But look at that. The only other person that we really see do stuff like that was Kempty Watson. Ran up Mimi to deliver the missile drop kick. Kidman now getting herself to the corner, and it is interesting now that you got the brother and the sister, Kelly Kidman and Billy Kidman, not only still in this tournament, but now both members in the same faction in wrestling. That's got to be like one of those childhood dreams right there. Mimi trying to end one of the dreams. Billy Kidman advancing in the last match, but now Kelly Kidman definitely has her hands full with Mimi. And remember, Mimi, just like Jane, has one of the most interesting pin combinations. Doesn't always use it, but when she does, watch out. Can you imagine getting like that like missile, that like torpedo type maneuver, except the torpedo has a mohawk. That mohawk coming at you like that, like a flathead screwdriver. And look at that, Mimi advancing in, hits her with the Mia Moore and ends this match.
Here is your winner,
Mimi will go on to face Misty Watson in the next round. Now that we're getting down to this, we can kind of play it out a little bit better, let you know who, when they win, they will be facing in the next round of the competition. But Mimi looked like Kelly Kidman had something going there for a little bit, but Mimi really had that match in hand, and that kind of shows you the difference in the level of play. But if Digital wasn't gone yet, he would have figured it out right now, because JP facing off against Bron Breakker in the next match of this round. So NWO versus the Judgment Day. Bron Breakker, too, has been kind of on his own roll as of late. Is that going to continue in this match?
It's scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bron Breakker.
Is that going to continue in this match, or will the brand new Judgment Day member in JP be able to put an end to it now? Bron Breakker hasn't been wrestling a lot of singles matches, but just coming off some tag team titles. Looking to get back into the singles division right now. There was one point last season we thought Bron Breakker was going to get a shot at the world title. That's what he was doing. So we will definitely get to see. So big debate out in the real world going on, like who's got the better spear, Roman Reigns, Edge, Bron Breakker, or Goldberg. It's an interesting debate, like whose spear is the strongest. I think you look at the violence of it, it's got to be between Bron Breakker and Goldberg.
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from Salt Lake City, Utah, weighing in at 193 pounds, JP.
One of the funniest shirts I've ever seen, like we put it together, but still one of the funniest shirts. It says, "The old timers are starting to like me," on the back. And on the front it says, "Haters wanted." Think it's very fitting for JP, who is now making his way down to the ring. Looking really comfortable. Obviously already had the purple on. Still has a bit of the flash, a bit of the flair in there. But definitely will be giving it up on the power side, but has the advantage on the speed side in this match. So and those pants are on another level. Look at the Ravens flock on the side there. Very interesting combination. The Judgment Day and Ravens flock kind of bringing them together to form their own type of a thing. And that's one of the things that makes me wonder, is the Judgment Day on board? Did the Judgment Day hand-pick Raven to start his own thing here in the WCW? Or is Raven trying to poke the bear, trying to take over, and trying to take out the Judgment Day. We will have to wait and see as the season progresses, but that might even be an answer we don't get this season. Who knows? And see, that's the thing when you start looking, and it was the same way if you guys don't know, but Bron Breakker is the son of Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, his uncle. And so when you see a lot of this stuff, the Steiner brothers did the same thing. They were these big guys that could do stuff like the Hurricane Rana. And they have passed that along to their kin, to the son, and to the nephew. And Bron Breakker. So Bron Breakker's got quite the lineage already. And now you take Bron Breakker and put him in the NWO, give him the backing of the New World Order. Quite a lethal and dangerous combination. It's almost like he's got the size, and he's not quite as big, but it's almost like he's got the size of the Scott Steiner like before he really got pumped up. But still has the agility of Rick Steiner, has the knowledge of both of them. JP, though, not caring what kind of knowledge he has. JP wanting to show off his knowledge as well, controlling the match. And that's the other thing, you know, we want to look at. JP now has a larger backing in the Judgment Day. Not larger, they don't have a guy larger than Digital, but Jake Plague now kind of like the large guy in the Judgment Day. So having Jake Plague being able to learn from a Raven, from a Billy Kidman, how is that going to progress his career? And almost a 3 count right there. Bron Breakker, though, finding a way to kick out, and JP better be careful, because if Bron Breakker puts the spear on him, we're going to find out really quick what time it is. JP has got to avoid that at all costs, but look, like the Judgment Day again. They don't want to just beat their opponents. They don't care what it is. They want to flat out embarrass them. And played a little bit of possum, looking like he was playing it up to the crowd. Sucked Bron Breakker in. Bron coming in for the kill. JP then going up top, getting that calf kick right up against the face. Bron Breakker still trying to recover. Will he be able to do it? I was going to say, you got to be careful right there. Now, is he going to climb up the rope? Oh, thought he might have went up, going after the Frankensteiner. That might be the best thing that could have happened for JP right there. Getting knocked down. Bron Breakker now coming out. JP waiting for him. Bulldogs him. And remember, because no title belts are on the line, you can advance in this round via countout. JP, though, so far staying like one step ahead. And Digital Dogs just saw it. Digital Dogs now knows. And that's kind of what I thought. Like, you look at it right now, I think Bron Breakker would take a win on a countout, but I don't know that JP would so far. Really been dominating this match. JP now going up top with some bad intentions. That is probably going to be it. 1, 2. And how did Bron Breakker kick out of the old wackerdoodle flippity doodah? Don't know, but Bron Breakker did kick out of it, and I think Breakker is starting to realize the situation he is finding himself in, knowing that he's got to buckle down But this, oh, I thought that might have been it. Almost made it over to the corner, but that little mistake right there gave JP the little crack in the armor he needed. 2, 3, and JP takes advantage of that and eliminates Bron Breakker.
Here is your winner, JP.
JP will now go on to face Chris Jericho in round number 3. But look at that new faction, same attitude. Takes out the big man of the NWO, Bron Breakker, and advances to the next round of the competition. So moving right along here, Paden Hardy, haven't got to see a lot from him lately. Now bringing out possibly a new look.
The following contest
is
a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the nation from Wadley, Alabama, weighing in at 237 pounds, Paden Hardy.
Now, one of the reasons we haven't seen a lot from Paden Hardy is his wrestler's actually injured, still injured here tonight, will be for a couple more weeks, but that does not stop the King of the Ring tournament. So, given the option, if he wanted to stay out or stay in, obviously choosing to stay in as he is walking down to the ring tonight. Will he be able to avoid further injury and advance in this? It is going to be no small task because we do have Dean Malenko also in this. Dean Malenko trying to hold on to his WCW return, his WCW dreams. 2 of the other horsemen already left. Chris Benoit moving on to the Hart Foundation.
First, from New Jersey, weighing in at 216 pounds, Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds.
Dean Malenko, though, making his way down to the ring. Will he stay in the WCW or will he move on as well? Now, what happens if he wins the King of the Ring? Obviously, we'll be hanging out. We'll be hanging around for a while at that point. But in order to win that, he has got to advance here tonight.
And representing D-Generation X from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 267 pounds, 1/2 WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, Wagner.
Hold on, Vipiro. I'm looking at this. Not sure. Not. Yeah, that's weird. That's the first time I've even seen Streamlabs do anything, so I'm going to have to check that out after the stream. Weird. Weird. No idea why that's going on, but Jace Wagner now making his way down to the ring, the leader of D-Generation X, carrying the 8-man tag champion title belts, holds them with Ed Cardozo. We saw Ed earlier on in this match advance. Can Jace do the same? Gonna be quite a match here tonight. Only one person can advance in this match, so we'll have to see. I didn't even see the part where you said ass, so. Oh, no, I see it now. But, yeah, I get it. It is what it is. We'll look at Streamlabs and see what the settings are. I didn't even know. I've never even seen Streamlabs in my chat, so that's something. I'm afraid if I hit anything right now, it will stop the stream, and we don't want to do that. So just have to keep an eye on that, see what goes downtown. Now, right now, look at this. Paden Hardy, I thought he was in a bad position right there, but using the Hurricane Rana to get out of it. Did you see that? Stepping on Dean Malenko's foot, pausing, and then hitting him with the right. Dean Malenko getting down to the ground now. Jace taking advantage of that while Paden is in the corner. Paden kind of sitting back, and look at that, perfectly timed. Move right on that left knee of Jace Wagner. Jace quickly up to his feet, though. And it's funny because Paden Hardy has been dominating the match. Both of those wrestlers wanting to get after him. Paden, though, really only wanting to get after, I was going to say Jace, but look at this. Going right after the man of 1,000 holds. Dean Malenko rolls him. Oh, just a 1 count. That is the second time tonight we have done that. Well, it's funny. We're going to see El Jefe here tonight. But yeah, we could definitely won't be in the next match, but stuff like that is definitely coming. Oh, Dean Malenko split open. Paden now rolling up. Really smart move right there. Getting Jace on the ground, then hitting Dean Malenko with the stick, and then trying to pin Jace, even though it's not that kind of a match. Still, if it was. And look at this. Paden understanding that he has got to be on another level. Dean Malenko, though, throws him out of the way to get back at Jace. Now look at this, and this is why we call him the man of 1,000 holds, but Jace, way too early in the match to be pinning him. Dean Malenko fights out of that move, which was just going to get him thrown into the ring, but then at what cost? And look at Paden. Paden, a lot of really good situational awareness. And it's almost like Dean Malenko keeps working on saving Paden. And I don't think that is the intent necessarily, but that is the thing that is going on. Paden, though, using that to his advantage. Kind of makes you wonder, though. Oh, Paden was setting up for Jace. Breaks it up. And when he, I was going to say, when he did that, he might have put himself in a bad spot. And Jace breaks it up again. Dean Malenko very easily could be out of this match right now. But Jace has saved Dean from a couple of finishing moves. Now Dean trying to get after Paden Hardy and stop him from putting it on him. Huge kick. Is that going to set up the Jace of Spades? No, but sets up that power bomb. Dean Malenko back to his feet, even though he's bleeding right from the crown of his nose. And now Paden Hart. Oh, Dean Malenko stops it this time. Malenko didn't have Jace there to save him, so saved himself. And Dean Malenko's head has taken way more punishment than I think he wants it to. But remember, Paden Hardy injured, so is the reason he's wrestling the way he's wrestling right now to stay away from injury or to try to stop the injury from happening. Don't know, but taking that sit-down powerbomb isn't going to help at all. So here we go, Jace again, and I'm telling you, something I've noticed in this match is Jace is really going after the head of Malenko, but look at this. Paden Hardy now saves Malenko again. Malenko came to just in time, whips Jace into the corner, Paden getting out of the ring, but Malenko has been saved now multiple times from getting a finisher put on him. You know, some of these times you would think that was a crazy turn of events. Jace trying to get in, just barely missing Malenko. Malenko bouncing off the ropes, however, and then Paden Hardy getting that big slam, that big rebound slam. Now Malenko trying to go after Jace Wagner, but it looks like it's incoming. No! Once again, so 3 times save from the other competitors. Malenko saves himself. That was about to be the Jace of Spades and the end of Malenko's night, but Malenko fights through it. I was like, I'm telling you, Jace is going to be determined to put somebody in the Jace of Spades. What is going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream, brother. What is going on, Eagle Star? Welcome to the stream. Eagle will be wrestling here in a little bit in this tournament as well. I have a feeling things are going to start going a little bit quicker in this match. People, once the first elimination happens, the next one will shortly follow it. Malenko fighting through, and I think the injuries to Paden Hardy's back is starting to catch up with him. And Malenko knowing that, going right after the back. This could be, oh, I was going to say that it was almost Malenko's finishing move, but instead, Paden Hardy hits him with the Hardy Cutter, jumps over, rolls him up, 2, 3, and Malenko officially out of the King of the Ring tournament. Paden Hardy trying to put the Hardy Cutter on Jace, but instead, Jace hits him with the cutter of his own, rolls him up, 1, 2. And Paden able to kick out in 2, trying to get back to his feet. Jace, though, not having it, knocking him right back down. And look at this. Hits him with that side now. Would have been cool to see him go over the top rope, but did not do it. Paden now going after something underneath the ring. What is going on, McWayne? Welcome to the stream, brother. Paden throwing that in there. Wondering what Jace is going to get. Jace gets a chair. Oh, that was almost the Hardy Cutter on the outside, and that would have been the Hardy Cutter right off the chair. And it is 1, 2, and oh, kicking out right at the last second. Paden had to believe he had this thing well in hand. Jace now getting fired up, survived a Hardy Cutter. But will Jace? Oh, thought he was going to slam him on that chair. Instead, right off the knee, and now setting up for it, the move that you aren't going to get up from, the Jace of Spades. Look at that move, Scunion right to the concrete. 1, 2, 3, and Jace Wagner will move on and face Vampiro in round 3.
Here's your winner, Jace Wagner.
So the leader of D-Generation X moving on. What is going on, AWOD? Welcome to the stream. Getting ready to move on, though, to round 3, advancing in this. Looking like at one point maybe didn't have this match at hand at all. But what is this going to mean for Paden? Does Paden further injure his back? That is something we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on. Now, Jane and Bobbi Hart getting ready to face off. Who is going to take it to the next level? We're going to have to find out. We're about to find out right now. Jane been getting a lot more action here in the last few episodes. Making it back, defending her title belt. But no title belt on the line right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Order from Leeds, England, the WCW Women's United States Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
Something very strange going on with Jane's hair right now. Maybe she got too close to the fire in the back and it got singed. I mean, that's possible. We don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. You like that, Digital? That was, there's a lot of them, and there are some tonight as well. So there we go. Jane's hair back to normal. Abracadabra. Did a little hocus pocus. Her hair rose like a phoenix. Yeah, could have been. Now, Bobbi Hart making her way down to the ring. We saw Bobbi Hart getting off to a fast start this season, but then kind of...
Representing the Hart Foundation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Bobbi Hart.
But then kind of melted back into the canvas. But Queen of the Ring crown on the line. Bobbi Hart trying to make those inroads right now. You two are going to get your shot. It just won't be in the next, because JP will be in a different match on Nitro, but maybe on Thunder, who knows? It's funny, JP in the middle of a lot of things right now. So here we go. Bobbi Hart and Jane getting set here to get things rolling. Both of these women being on a roll as of late. The winner of this match, though, will go on to face Ozzy. Think about that. So you win in this match, and then in round 3, you get a face-off against Ozzy. I don't know if that's going to feel like a win. Jade now picking up Bobbi, getting her down. Big power slam. Jade doing a great job right now at pacing, and one thing that you definitely want to do against Bobbi Hart, don't let Bobbi Hart get rolling. Remember, Bobbi Hart comes from the Stu Hart, the Dungeon. So very technically proficient wrestler, as is all of the Hart family. Rolls out, and look, Jane understands that as well. So taking the chances, doing the things that she needs to do to stay in control of this match, especially if you're going to be on the outside of this ring. Again, remember, you can win on a countout. There are no title belts on the line, and you will advance to the next round. Jane jumping back in the ring. Bobbi starting to get back to her feet. Referee count up to 7. Jane looking at the other side of the arena. Must have heard the roast, but did not turn around in time. And Bobbi Hart might be getting the idea of, if she can't win, to maybe try to get that count-out victory. And right now, using the outside of the ring, really trying to wear Jane down to try to get back in control, or not even back in control, but get in control of this match moving forward. It's funny, I was like, why you guys, I mean AWOD though, that's hilarious. But I was like, why you guys picking on old AWOD there? I see it now. I didn't see it on there, I see it over here. So yeah, funny. I was just trusting the process. I'm like, you guys got it, obviously. Bobbi Hart now, Jane was going up top, might have been a little bit too far away. So jumps down, but Bobbi Hart waiting on her, and now trying to get back in control of the match. And look at the back and forth. Both women really trying to advance in this round. Not allowing the other one to gain an advantage. Is Jane gonna break out of this? Oh, you know what's coming up. Is she going up top? She is. 2 big knees right to the chest. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and only a 1 count. You think about how long Jane has been in control of this match, and only a 1 count on Bobbi Hart. Now remember, Jane recently just won her title defense with the United States title belt. But remember how she won it. Very disrespectful pin. Is she going to try to use that here tonight? Or maybe will she do something else? Bobbi Hart now picking her up. Flips her over. Powerbomb. 1, 2. And somehow Jane finds a way to do it. Yeah, but say his name. Amin Awad. Like, that's what he was here to do. You know what I mean? A not nice asswad. I mean, think about that. That's his name. Hilarious. Hilarious. Like, now here we go. This is usually the prelude. If she doesn't get the pin right here, we may be seeing the last dance of Mary Jane. She is setting up for her right here. Will she get it in? She gets it in, but look at that. Barely gets over. Tired pin. 1, 2, 3. And Jane ekes out the victory, advancing on to round 3.
Here's your winner, the legend killer, Jace.
Jane gonna get her name put to the test here tonight. Or in the very next round of the Queen of the Ring, having to face off against Aussie. Aussie, a legend as well. So is she going to be able to take her out? Who knows? But we are now halfway through the event. Eagle Star now facing off against Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, briefly he did, and then, but you guys were on it. You guys were quick. I looked. It's funny because what I'm reading over here, I can't see it because over here I'm not a moderator. Over here I am, and so I can see it over here. So if you scroll up, you can see who was putting time out.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Four Horsemen from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Eagle Starman.
We have heard some interesting news, too, moving forward with the Four Horsemen. Don't have it confirmed as of yet, so we don't really want to talk about it, but could be a little shakeup going on. We know that Chris Ray won his match to become the Fourth Horseman. Then we saw Robbo come in, break it up. A cage came down. We watched those two guys fight it out, so not really sure what is going on. More than likely, we will find out tonight. Robbo and Chris Ray will be in separate matches, in different matches, but that could possibly shed some light on what is happening.
And his opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 230 pounds, Jeff Jarrett.
So Jeff Jarrett, Double J, making his way down to the ring. Won a very tough match, but it gets no easier here. Even though it is a one-on-one match, he is going to get all of Eagle Star here tonight. Will Jeff Jarrett be able to advance to the next round? Will Jeff Jarrett start proving why he should stay or remain in the WCW? Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even notice it. Because JP's the show shiny and this one isn't. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Jeff Jarrett trying to get a fast start on Eagle Star. Eagle Star showing him, though, why he has won multiple title belts, multiple champions, and a long-standing member of the Four Horsemen. Eagle Star, though, wasted no time. Almost wants to make sure Jeff Jarrett understands he's got no chance in this match. Not wanting to give him hope. And, you know, that's one of those things where sometimes wrestlers get hope in the match, and then even though they shouldn't be winning the match, or even though they're the underdog in the match, they end up coming out winning that match because they do believe they can win. So sometimes belief is 9/10 of the law. Guys, remember why we got a chance. I'm doing it again right now. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Jeff Jarrett now trying to get it turned back around. If you guys got a chance to share the video with somebody, and not just anybody, but with somebody that thought maybe you weren't the best sharer growing up. Share it with them. Let them know. Let them know what the price of tea in China is right now. And get that thing shared out. You know they're going to appreciate it. They're going to be like, I can't believe you brought that kind of entertainment into my life. Look at this, rolling up the leg. But you brought that kind of entertainment into my life. Completely changed my life. And now made me a wrestler. Now I'm on the wrestling show. All you got to do, show up. If you want to be a wrestler and you want me to make a wrestler of you right now today and you are not in our program, you're not in our universe mode, become a member of the channel. That's all you got to do. That is the very first perk. I will make you into a wrestler and you will start being on the show. Just how it goes. Look at this. Eagle Star starting to get it fired up. Jeff Jarrett, you can see the look on his face. You can start to tell by the body language that he is starting to get a little bit desperate. Eagle Star letting him know, though, he is about to collect that bounty one way or the other. What is going on? Robert, welcome to the stream, brother. Or do what Robert does. Robert shows up, drops likes on the video, interacts with the channel. Robert might be becoming a wrestler here before too long. Who knows? Again, nope, don't even need to talk about it. Eagle threw him back into the ring. Now Eagle looking like he might want to collect that bounty. Asking the crowd, should he collect it? They said yes. So here he goes. But Jeff Jarrett heard him say yes as well, and Jeff Jarrett prepared, now standing toe-to-toe, trying to prove that he not only belongs in this match, but mano-a-mano, one-on-one, or as Vipero would say, uno on uno, he deserves to be here. Eagle Star giving out knife edge chops, taking knife edge chops. Now it's starting to hurt his hand a little bit. Jeff, though, blocking one of them, hits him with it again, and Eagle saying he's not having it. And look at these two now, finally understanding neither one was going to go down. Start pounding the kielbasa of the other guy. And huge slam. Jeff Jarrett, though, no-sells it, gets right back to his feet, whips Eagle into the corner. And now Jeff Jarrett trying to find a way back, scrubbing the face of Eagle Star with the bottom of his boot. Eagle needing those ropes to get up. But Jeff Jarrett now not normally known for going up top, not normally known for these type of antics, takes it up top. Eagle Star gets it, and that is one of the biggest double overhead axe handles you are ever going to see. You take that off the top rope and bring it to the outside of the ring. Highly impactful move. That'll get things turned around with a quickness. Jeff looking like he wanted to throw Eagle into those steps, but Eagle just avoiding it. Look at this. Rolls him up. 1, 2, and almost getting the 3 count right there. Eagle has come up with a number of sneaky maneuvers. We have seen Eagle Star win matches in a multiple different number of ways, different pinning combinations, and almost got another one right there. But you can still see, Skedios, is Eagle going to be able to get out of this? Jeff Jarrett putting him in a sharpshooter, but Eagle doing some push-ups to get out of it. Eagle's done multiple reversals now to get there. Hits Jeff down low, now getting him with a big clothesline, and now You gotta believe this is gonna be it if he can get it in. The bounty collector has Jarrett up, brings him back down, and now gonna collect that bounty. 1, 2, 3, and Eagle Star will advance to face the Ultimo Dragon in round 3.
The Eagle Starman.
Eagle Star now moving on to round 3 of the tournament. Letting you know, even though he hasn't got his shot yet again at the title belt, that the title belt is exactly what he will be going after. Will be going after Chris Ray to try to find and get that title belt back around his waist. Or whoever Chris Ray loses to, like who knows. But Eagle Star, the #1 contender for that title belt. Wee man, that's interesting.
Representing the Monster Eclipse, standing at 7 feet tall, weighing in at 394 pounds, Wade Walters.
Wade War Walters now making his way down to the ring, a member, obviously, of Monster Eclipse, led by the Fiend. I would probably say the largest faction, hands down, in all of wrestling. What is going on, Ep.21? Welcome to the stream.
And his opponents, first, representing the Hart Foundation, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 235 pounds,
Chris Benoit, not quite looking like himself for some dumb reason, making his way down to the ring right now, a new member of the Hart Foundation. Will Chris Benoit be able to advance? We saw that when two of the Horsemen had left, their contracts were up. They didn't want to re-sign. And who knows? Maybe they re-sign later. Maybe they're doing something else. We don't know what they're doing. Dean Malenko losing tonight. But Chris Benoit, when they left, became a member of the Hart Foundation. So now Chris Benoit, Bret Hart, and Chris Jericho, all members of the Hart Foundation. Quite a dangerous trio, to be honest. But will he be able to advance tonight? Gonna be a tall order against Wade War Walters, one of, if not the largest wrestler currently in the WCW. And look at this!
The NWO from Radburn, Alabama, weighing in at 204 pounds. The WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the innovator, Chris El Jefe Ray.
Can you believe this? Chris Ray won the tournament to become the fourth horseman. Robbo comes down, attacks him, lowers the steel cage, and the very next time we see him, we assume he's going to be the fourth horseman either way, but is now the newest member of the New World Order. And look, this isn't the first time that something like this has ever happened. If you go back and you look at Kurt Hennig, Kurt Hennig flipped the script on the Horsemen, becoming a member of the New World Order. Chris Ray taking a page out of Hennig's book right here and becoming that member. Now, while these guys are getting started, at the request of Vipero, let me tell you how to do this. Solo, welcome to the stream, brother. If you want to become, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, show up, let me see you in the comments section doing some things. I will make you into a wrestler. If you have a wrestler that's already been downloaded or uploaded, upload them using the hashtag Totes. That's hashtag TOTES. Let me know. Well, you don't even have to let me know he's there. I check it every couple of days. So I'll see him and I will upload him as long as I recognize the name. If your name of your wrestler isn't K-Pop 21 or K-Op, however you say your name, if it's not that, then just put your YouTube handle down in the comments so I know who it is. But that's how you get it done. If you want me to make you a wrestler right now, you're like, nope, I want it right now, become a member of the channel. That is the very first perk that you get. I will make you into a wrestler. Now, absolutely unbelievable. Cannot believe Chris Ray goes on, wins the trial of the Horsemen, and becomes a member of the New World Order. It's funny, if you look at all the other guys, you look at the bikers, every single one of them was in the trial of the Horsemen. It's almost like these other factions use those trials to recruit their members. But what does that mean for the Horsemen? We don't know. K-pop, like it. No. No. By becoming a member, I mean become a member. Now, you don't have to become a member of the channel. You don't have to do it that way. As long as you subscribe, you show up, let me see in the chat a few times, become interactive. If you have a character, upload them and I will download them. Guys, Solo in the comment section right now. If you haven't gone and subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to his channel right now. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 before you go subscribe to his channel. Obviously, if you're here, you love this style of wrestling. He does it as well. It is different. And it is still the same. It has got storylines, and the storylines are driven by you, the seasoned few. So, really fun to get and be a part of that. Join that. There's a lot of people here in the chat section right now that are involved in that as well. So go subscribe to his channel and check that out as well. Matter of fact, go subscribe to Eagle Star's channel. He does some division content as well. Witcher, go subscribe to her channel. She does some things as well. That's what it's all about. People helping people. But more importantly than the subscribing is becoming a part of the community. That's all you got to do. Be a part of the community. I will want you in here anyway. I didn't do it today, but we're going to do it right now. Look at the state of these guys getting after it. Let me put this in there too, how to join our Discord, because if you want to become a wrestler, and I'm not saying you get too specific, but give me a general idea of what you want your wrestler to look like. Because you got to remember, I don't know what anybody looks like. But that right there is the invite to our Discord. And we better get back to calling this match. because things are starting to happen. Wade War Walters, Chris Ray wisely just kind of stepping back, getting the trash can. Thought he was going to get it set up for Walter, but Walter sensed it happening. Let go of that Chris Benoit early. And the referee getting in the way may have just saved Chris, or maybe set him up for a worse fate. Walter now picking Chris up. Chris flips through it though. And look at that, splits Walter open. And right back on to Chris Benoit. Huge neck breaker, but somehow the machine, the beast, Wade War Walters, the monster, gets up. And knocks Chris right back down. So Discord invite pinned to the top. You guys want to be a part of it? I do other things on this channel, but the only thing I do on Discord is wrestling. So you can go on there, you can talk about wrestling, you get to see all the thumbnails that we do. Those thumbnails are works of art. One, how did Chris Ray kick out in a 1 count to Walter's finishing move? Unbelievable. Now, you got to think that Chris Benoit and Chris Ray, the two Chris's in the match right now, would want to go after solely Wade War Walters and get him eliminated out of this match. That is not what has been happening, however. It has been a pretty straight up, everybody going after everybody. But if it was me, I would have said it like right away. Hey, let's get this big guy out, and then we'll go after it one-on-one and figure out what's what. You know what I mean? But that is not what has been happening. And now Wade War Walters thought he was going to take out Chris, but Chris played a little possum, ends up with that corkscrew takedown, that dragon screw knee takedown. Chris Benoit now trying to get back to his feet on the outside of the ring. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Eagle. And here we go. Looking around, a huge slam, but look, nobody able to take advantage of it. Chris fighting through it. And one bad move deserves another. Now rolls up Benoit's leg. 2. And Benoit barely kicking out. But kicking out in 2. Benoit now up. Don't think he sees Wade coming. And I got to tell you, that's got to be hard not to see him coming. Like, how do you not see Wade War Walters coming? And look at this. Crippler crossface. Is Wade going to tap out? Wrenching back on it right now. And Benoit wisely lets him go to maintain control of the match. That is a huge punch. Like that could end your night. Chris Ray, though, trying to make sure his night is being ended. Walters back on his feet, and oh, we thought Rowdy looked like a freight train coming through. And Wade now on another level. They don't call him War for nothing. Wade now on the warpath, getting ready to get after it. Thank you, Digital. I appreciate that. Guys, remember, or maybe if you don't know, all the money that the channel makes goes back into the channel to provide better content, and we'll go for a real wrestling belt giveaway. Look at this. While we're talking about giving away a real replica belt, Chris Ray puts an end to Wade War Walters' night. So whether they meant to or not, they did succeed in putting the big man out. Now it's a one-on-one competition between Chris Ray and Chris Benoit. Only one of the Chris's is going to be able to advance here tonight. Chris is determined to use that trash can, but somehow it's been the only one it has been used against. Oh, Chris Benoit just misses the punch, and that is a mistake. But look, the falls will count anywhere. So they can happen on the outside of the arena. Referee already in position just in case that was to go down. And Chris Benoit didn't look like he would be the one in control of this match. However, crossface is incoming. Gets it locked in. Will Chris tap out? And he does. The member of the Hart Foundation, Chris Benoit.
Here is your winner, Chris.
Will now face off against Recon Delta in the next round. What is crazy, all three members of the Hart Foundation in the next round on the men's side. So a strong faction indeed. So getting down, starting to get kind of close to the end of it. Nice, look at that. Jake now gifting out memberships. That's what you do. You know what? That's what we should do right now. Let's do that right now. Let's do it while we can do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, Heather.
Heather D now making her way down to the ring. And if you remember in season 5, Heather actually put together this outfit, even though she is a member of the NWO. That is her favorite color. So, ended up putting that together. And now, having it back on. So, here we go. 5 more memberships gifted out. What is going on, JP Wrestling? Welcome to the stream from Brazil. Nice. So Steve, Ben, Sonny, Johnny Toxic, and Eddie Chaos all gifted 30-day free memberships. Now joining the Bark Squad. If you never know why we were called the Bark Squad, you almost find out every match.
The disciples of darkness from the other side of darkness. Awesome Christina.
Now, you know we got that word like reserved for certain people, and Awesome Christina certainly fits that. And that word is freaky. Absolutely freaky. I'm telling you right now, you get these people, they start coming down to the ring, you get Frankie Two Fingers in the ring, and I'm looking at these people coming down. I'm out of there. I'm going through the crowd. I'm not even going to walk past them. Not even going to do it. So here we go. Heather gonna have her hands full, but remember, Heather, the leader of the oldest faction in the game, the women's version of the New World Order. Going up now against Awesome Christina. We don't see Awesome Christina as much as we should. I feel like Awesome Christina should be playing a bigger role in our universe mode. I'm going to have to maybe talk to the committee and see if I can't get that to happen. I know a couple people, you know what I mean? But JB Wrestling, BR, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Oh, look at this. Awesome Christina. Heather saying, no, sir, they're not going to acknowledge that. And getting right back after AC. But AC fighting through. Now remember, Awesome Christina and Crimson tag team partners. But haven't even seen them in a tag team in a while. But we have seen Crimson going after the World Championship title, still unable to beat Aussie. In 2 seasons, we have only ever had one women's world champion at the WCW level. So definitely something to keep in mind there. Now, Heather going to roll up the leg, not even a 1 count. Getting back to her feet. And Heather's got quite an effective finisher as well that she calls the H-bomb. Is she going to get that in? Will AC be able to kick out of it if she does? Using the ropes against her. 1, 2, and 3. Now you saw her grab the rope, but look, the referee didn't see her grab it, so Heather will be advancing. But I can tell you right now, I would be willing to bet AC isn't going to stand for that. But Heather advancing into round 3 and will face Victoria Vandiver. What would the King or Queen of the Ring tournament be without some controversy? Well, now we got some. Oh, look at this. Sentinel and Robbo getting ready to square off who is going to advance to the next round. And look at Robbo's stance. That is quite interesting. What does that mean?
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Virginia, weighing in at 308 pounds, Sinister Trowell.
So Sentinel now making his way down to the ring. What would it mean if Sentinel won the King of the Ring? What would that do for his trajectory and where he's going? He's already been mentioned in the circles of the world title. Has got a shot. Hasn't got to see those dreams realized as of yet. But what would the King of the Ring do? Remember, the King and the Queen of the Ring will face off. Will get a chance at a title. Not necessarily always the world title, but will get title shots in every single pay-per-view event that we have. That is what the power of the King and the Queen of the Ring do. So, very big time winning either one of these. But to become and win it from position 1, every single person, 108 participants have participated in the King and Queen of the Ring. But to be able to do that, to be able to have that and see that, absolutely unreal.
And his opponent, representing the Four Horsemen, from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, Robbo.
And look at this. You can see the markings on the side right there. Robbo returning to the Horsemen. Robbo becoming the fourth horseman once again. However, you notice, and this is the rumors that we were hearing, no longer the leader of the horsemen. The horsemen have decided they don't want a leader. They're going to lead themselves. Different people step up and take the mantle at different times depending on what's going on. But Robbo has returned to the four horsemen. It is funny. JP has got a lot of people. Sentinel wanting a piece of JP. Digital wanting a piece of JP. Vipero wanting a piece of JP. There's got to be a line called JP. Robbo now, it is weird because when Robbo left the Horsemen, he did not experience any success whatsoever, which is weird. We didn't change anything. We didn't do anything. Will that change here tonight now that he is back and a part and a member again of the Four Horsemen? Definitely something we are going to want to check out. Hey, I appreciate that, JP, or JB Wrestling. We have a lot of different E-Federation content creators that come on and through this channel. From Blazed Radio, Solo Season. There is another one out there. But here's the thing. If you want me to watch what you're doing, it's got to be interactive. It can't be where the ring announcer, the game's ring announcers are talking. I'm not having it. I'm not listening to it. I don't make you listen to it. I'm not listening to it. I'm just telling you. Like, the stuff that Solo does, the stuff that Blaze does, it is comparable. It is on a level. The top level. So it is fun to watch. They have storylines. They do things. Every single league is a little bit different, which is nice. It's good that they're not all the same. It's interesting to see some of the bleed over of the characters on both sides as well. So definitely go check those guys out. Lots of respect, and lots of respect for all content creators, to be fair. If you're out there putting yourself out there creating content, I doff my cap to you, sirs and ma'ams, brothers and sisters. So, Robbo, though, look at this. Looked like he was going to go swing. Sentinel steps over the top of it, falls back, kicks Robbo off of him, and gets back in control of this match. And it already looks like Robbo off to a better start, almost looking like the old Robbo again. The Robbo that was our Universal Champion. What is Sentinel doing? Sentinel jumps up. Whoa, hey, what? Oh! What? I didn't know that was the stop sign. Sentinel shows him the two fists. Absolutely freezes Robbo in his tracks. Now Sentinel jumps down, misses the thing. Robbo goes to give him the clothesline. Sentinel says, no. Do you see these? Robbo says, yeah, I guess I do. And then Sentinel gets to using them. That is something I'm going to have to try out. I'm going to, just show you the fist, let you know what's coming. Sentinel now goes, hits him with the elbow. Starting to get fired up. The winner of this match. The winner of this match will go on to face Bret Hart. Robbo now taking it up to the top rope. Finally, somebody gets in a top rope maneuver. Now rolls up the leg. One. Oh, not even a one. You want to talk about being discouraged. Not even a 1 count on Sentinel. Sentinel now jumps up. Robbo jumps up. Sentinel ducks it. I am telling you, we are seeing some of the craziest misses that you could possibly see in this match. And only a 1 count. So while these two guys get after it, they are been after each other the entire time. You are still getting no counts and 1 counts. That should show you just how tough both of these guys are. You know, Bret Hart, you get worried about you facing Bret Hart, but now you start watching a match like this, Bret Hart's got to be nervous about facing either one of these guys. What is this? It looked like Robbo going for his finisher. Is he going to get it in? Does. Grabs the leg. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. What is going on, Blaze Radio? Welcome to the stream. I didn't even see you in there. I didn't even see you in there. I was just talking about you and Solo. Now, Sentinel has got to be feeling this already. And if I was Sentinel, I would be thinking about possibly winning this on the countout. No title belts on the line in this tournament. And I think Sentinel's starting to think the same thing. Robbo kind of getting control of him. Throws him again. Down to 7. Robbo might get counted out right here. Sentinel using the Horseman tactics against them. And barely making it back in. Robbo pissed off about having the Horseman tactics used against a member of the Horsemen. You can just see the frustration in the moves that are going on right now. Robbo setting up for it one more time. If he hits this, you gotta believe it's gonna be over. Got it in, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and 3. Robbo will advance to face Bret Hart in round 3.
Here is your winner, Robbo.
If you think about that, if Sentinel would have hit him maybe one more time, that might have been it. Now Robbo wearing the tattoo of the Horseman, so he is definitely in the Horseman once again. What a crazy match. Now getting down to the last little parts of the evening. The last 2 matches in the main event is going to be Judge Julie Justice versus Shyanne Davis. But right now, the leader of the flock, the leader of the brand new WCW 2.0 Judgment Day, will be facing off against Strudel and Ken Shamrock. So we have learned a lot of things here already today. We have seen in the last episode the brand new formation of the new version of the Judgment Day combined with Raven's flock. We have seen a brand new addition, not just to the Horsemen.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from the bottomless pits, weighing in at 228 pounds, Raven!
I'm going to start actually looking into that a little bit here and there, McWayne. I was just thinking about that this morning. I need to figure out how to do it. Really what I need to do is figure out how to dual stream. And that will be one of them. So yeah, looking into doing stuff like that as well. But guys, while we got a chance to, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. I want you to go down into your phone right now, copy the link to the video, go down, find the 44th person in your phone, and send it to them.
California, weighing in at 205 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Shamrock.
That 44th person in your phone is going to be like, what is this? They're going to be like, I can't believe they even, and they're going to click on it, and then they're going to look, and they're going to see what is going on. They're going to see the state of what we're doing right now. They're going to be like, this might be the greatest thing we have ever seen. And then they're going to thank you for it. They might even give you a little present back. They might buy you a little candy bar and send it to you, hopefully not in the mail. That stuff is going to melt. So, but share the video, become a member if you're so moved, but more importantly, become a part of the community.
The prime-time players from the good old USA, weighing in at 255 pounds.
I Hart Strudel, also a content creator, not in the realm of wrestling, but in Destiny and the Division 2, but makes his way down to the ring. Haven't seen a lot of Strudel this season, but that all changes when you keep advancing in this King of the Ring tournament, the very first ever WCW King and Queen of the Ring tournament underway right now. We are in round 2. 2 matches left to conclude round 2 before we start to move on to round 3. Referee rings that bell. Raven and Strudel getting started on it quick. Ken Shamrock tried to catch Strudel riding dirty. Instead, gets put in a sleeper hold from Raven. Now, you want to talk about some of the toughest men in the sport of wrestling. Ken Shamrock, UFC fighter, or should have been. And then Raven, absolutely crazy. Now you throw Strudel into the mix too, and who doesn't like a tasty pastry? The answer? No one. Everybody likes tasty pastries, unless you're getting it put on you. Raven now getting to work, trying to control the ring. Shamrock turning that around. Strudel getting up, doing his thing as well. 2 matches left here tonight. 2 matches left in the second round. At the conclusion of this, we will be down to 8 female wrestlers in the Queen of the Ring tournament. We will be down to 16 male wrestlers in the King of the Ring tournament. So going from 108, moving all the way down to the final 24 remaining contestants. Things are definitely getting real up in here. Shamrock, though, not want to take a bat shot again. Jumps up, gives him a little Hurricane Rana, tries to go after Raven, tries to put that boot upside his head. They put the boots upside his head, but Raven said, no, thank you. No, thank you, sir. As nicely as he could possibly say it, and then monkey stomped him in the corner. Raven now going under Totes McGoat's bat, already in. Raven gets a stop sign, tells Strudel to stop in the name of pastries before he breaks his skull. Now gets him, smashes him down to the ground. Ken Shamrock not allowing Raven to get rolling. And Strudel delivering the shoulder right to the small of the back of Ken Shamrock. Now letting both the feet, the hands, and the knees go. And look at Strudel controlling the ring, not allowing either one of those wrestlers to get up on him. That is good stuff, Agent Destin. Welcome to the stream, brother. Raven now goes, rolls up the leg. And only a 1 count. Shamrock now trying to get that 3 count in. And getting hit right upside the head. Raven just passing out stop signs, telling them, you don't pass go, you don't get to collect $200, you just get to collect a stop sign right to the face. And that is Shamrock's finishing move. Is Raven going to tap out? Typically, you're not going to get Raven to tap out. And now Strudel getting ready for it. Looks like he's setting up for it. Incoming tasty pastry. Oh no, Shamrock blocks it. Strudel tried to get in some tasty pastries. Shamrock, though, also not having it, taking a page out of Raven's book and saying, no thank you, sir. I will eat no pastries today. I'm telling you, though, don't sell yourself short. Raven and Ken Shamrock could be eating some pastries by the time this match is over. Now, the falls are counting anywhere, so Raven getting Shamrock up and now getting ready to run him in. And you think that's a padded area, but let me tell you, you can see behind it, the metal is real. Strudel ends up hitting both of them. Hit them both with the kendo stick, and now Strudel split open right on top of the skull. And Raven getting ready. One good finisher deserves another. Strudel, though, not letting the finisher go through. Raven a little pissed off about that. Gets a guitar. Strudel says, hit me with it then. Raven says, I hit you with it then. 1. And look at that. Ken Shamrock, when he hit him with that, also knocked Raven's head right up against that LED post. So that was like a double whammy on Raven. Raven now trying to get back to his feet. Throws Shamrock back in the ring. Shamrock getting to his feet. Raven now whipping him. No, thought he was going to whip him into the corner. Instead, does not. And gets to work right on the top of the old scunion with Strudel. Strudel now becoming the recipient of some stuff. And look, just like he got a double whammy, Strudel's just gets power bombed, but the back of his head hits that baseball bat. And Strudel now starting to bleed a lot more profusely. Super kick. And Raven likes his toys. Hits him with the baseball bat now, rolls him up. 1, 2. And Ken Shamrock kicking out in 2, but I don't know how many more kickouts that guy's got in him. Raven throws him out. Strudel tries to hit Raven, getting a little revenge with the guitar. Instead, it does not happen. Raven getting fired up. And Shamrock telling him to get the hell out of here. Raven now trying to end Shamrock's night. Hits him with the DDT. Goes now, rolls up the leg. But it looks like that was somehow broken up by Strudel. Look at Shamrock. Shamrock all of a sudden now starting to deliver some big hits. Strudel again trying to get that revenge on Raven. Raven not having it though. Yeah, that is true. Man, huge clothesline, though. Ken Shamrock showing you why he's that wily veteran. Slides into the ring, takes advantage of it. Now has Strudel. Throws Strudel down again. Strudel trying to fight to get to his feet. Shamrock, though, going after the finisher. Is Strudel going to tap out? Why would Raven break it up? Don't know. But that may just cost Raven the match. Raven having already beat down Ken Shamrock. Might have been wise to let him take out Strudel and then him take out Shamrock. But right now, all three wrestlers remain in the match. But for how long? Who knows? Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Shamrock kicks out with quite the authority this time. Raven now whipping him into the corner. I think he got distracted, but look at that, distraction or not. Strudel takes it downstairs, and Raven is on the ground. He said, to the ground now. Go ahead, get down on the ground now. Hit him right in the peaches. Raven says, no thank you with the peaches, but took those shots anyway. Raven, not even from Georgia. And now Strudel splits open Shamrock, and Strudel getting ready for it, setting up. Is he going to hit him with it? Tasty pastry. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Raven just waiting in the wings, hits him with that chair. And Raven trying to end the match right now. Misses with the baseball bat. Strudel breaks that up. Now locks in that lower portion of the back. And clap on, clap off the clapper. And back and forth they go, but look at that. Raven landed on the chair. Then gets hit with the trash can, rolls up the leg. 1. And only a 1 count. That has got to be very disconcerting. For Strudel. Strudel, more blood pouring out of the top of his head. One, two. And Raven again kicking out in 2. Strudel trying to get back to the trash can. Referee trying to break that up. And hitting him with it again. And now here we go. Tasty pastry. Oh, hit him with the tasty pastry. Say it ain't so. 2, 3. And Strudel will advance to face Totes Magoats in round 3. So again, we talked about it. We haven't seen a lot of from Strudel, but winning the King of the Ring tournament will certainly change that outcome. Got split open early on in the match, but still comes back, pins both Ken Shamrock and Raven. So now, final match of the evening. Shyanne Davis, one of the greatest champions we have seen ever since starting in the WCW, won the Universal World Champion and has not given it up. Season 5 and now in Season 6, still remains our champion. Judge Julie Justice wants to be on that level, wants to be considered to be on that level. A win here tonight will not only advance her in the Queen of the Ring tournament, but may help people start seeing her on that level.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Authority from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., one half of the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Judge Julie Justice.
So Judge Julie Justice now getting ready. And maybe one of the more important matches in her career. Now looking like a judge. Will she be able to pass the verdict here tonight? Will the verdict become guilty, and will she be able to win against one of the greatest champions our Universe Mode has ever seen? You say Shyanne, you got to say Ozzy. You say Ozzy, you got to say Shyanne. Back and forth they go. Can the judge become a part of that conversation?
And representing the NWO from St. Louis, Missouri, the Universal Women's World Champion, the Extreme Shy Girl, Davis.
So Shyanne Davis making her way down to the ring right now in our main event in the last match of the evening to conclude round 2 for the Queen and King of the Ring tournament. No title belts are on the line right here. However, being able to advance in this Queen of the Ring tournament will do a lot more for the judge than it will for Shyanne. Can the judge take advantage of that here tonight? Can the judge beat the odds and advance in the tournament? Yeah, Shyanne might have some really good lawyers. Now, we say it about a few different people, but Shyanne is the most obvious. Shyanne can end your night in 3 moves. Judge trying to get off to a fast start. Shyanne getting it turned back around, whipping the judge into the ropes. Shyanne definitely looking for a hung jury, but instead, double Pele kick. And you got to get up top to be able to do that to the judge. The judge now going, sweep the leg, Danielson. Sweeps the leg, sweeps it again. Trying to make sure that if Shyanne goes for that 8-second ride, her finishing move, that it will not have as much power. Trying to weaken that up right now. And Shyanne now getting back to her feet. The judge back to her feet. Look at that. Not just a backbreaker, but a neckbreaker to boot. Shyanne showing you why. She has been around the business for a minute. Slides out and then back in the ring. Whips her back into the ropes to gain the advantage. Shyanne, too, letting her use her own energy to try to get up off the ground. And what is she doing? Not sure exactly what she was doing. But whatever it was, it is very intimidating. Gets her with one backbreaker. Hits her with another one. And now rolls her up. 1, 2. And there it is. I'm just telling you, Shyanne on another level, going crossbody through the ropes, taking the judge down to the ground. The judge has got to find a way to get in control of this match. Swinging her right there with that neck breaker. And Shyanne putting her back in the ring. Remember, not just the NWO, or the Four Horsemen, but the NWO, they don't care how they win either, so they will win by countout if necessary as well. Matter of fact, 2 of Cheyenne's title defenses are by countout. And that's almost what puts some of these factions on a different level. Some of them care about how they win. Some of them don't care about winning, and some of them don't care as long as it is a win. So, different ways of looking at things. All of them going for the same result. The judge now trying to even things up here on the outside of the ring. And don't think she isn't aware. She knows the loopholes. A win is still a win, even on a countout, but look at how fast Shyanne gets back to her feet. And there it is, 8-second ride. That might just do it. Rolls her up. 1, 2. The crowd should be chanting, "We're not worthy." The judge just kicked out of the 8-second ride. You don't see that very often. And don't think that's lost on Shyanne. 1, 2. You can tell the frustration in how she is wrestling right now. The pure anger of the judge kicking out of her finishing move. Oh, gets her again. Another crazy slam. I was going to say that typically is what sets her up for it. 8-second ride, and you ain't getting up from that again. Case closed.
Here is your winner, the Extreme
Shyanne Davis winning the final match of round 2 and taking it to the next level. If you didn't know why we're called the Bark Squad, the main reason is this little one here. There's 2 of them, but she's the one that gets the other one going. So guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, become a member or become a part of the community. Become a member if you so choose, but become a member of the community. That's really all you have to do. We see in the chat a few times we are making a wrestler out of you and putting you in to the Universe Mode. Our Discord is pinned at the top. Join the Discord. While I may do other things and may do some other streams, the only thing I do on Discord is wrestling. So come check us out. Become a part of the community. We would love to have you, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.